evening, everyone. I'm here with Lucknow City topper Shreyas Pandey. Shreyas has a rank of 225 in CLAT 2024, and he just got over with his A-Lit paper also. We are extremely ecstatic because Shreyas has been a classroom student at CLAT Possible, and we've been chatting daily after CLAT paper, after the provisional answer key, after the disappointment with the final answer key, but all's well that ends well. So Shreyas, tell us about your journey with CLAT and law. When did you decide to do law?
Ma'am, after my 10th board, I was between, I did not like science, first of all, not at all. So I was either between commerce or humanities. So the first few weeks, I was actually in the commerce section. But I saw accounts, I got scared of accounts. So, I could not understand anything. Accounts, commerce and economics, and I still have economics. Then I switched over to humanities, and I had legal studies all the while. So gradually I developed a liking to law, and both my parents being lawyers, especially my mother, who has been a big influence on my life. That's where I mostly got my motivation to pursue law, and yeah, big thanks to her. I'm here because of her.
So Shreyas and we were chatting earlier. His mother is in Bangalore for some case. She wanted to take him there, and what good omen that Shreyas right now is not physically over there in Bangalore, but he's technically now going to NLS Bangalore. So Shreyas, tell us about your journey with CLAT. How serious were you with your preparation? I know you were serious. All your teachers here know you were serious. You have been coming to classes regularly, and you've been taken that very seriously. So, you as teachers, we can vouch that you were serious, but what about your own setup at home, the number of hours you gave to this preparation? How did you break it down with school?
The first few months, I was like, हो जाएगा, मतलब हो जाएगा. तो मतलब I studied for 1 or 2 hours during that time, mostly maths practice. I've always had a fond liking of maths, and I had abacus for like 2 to 3 years. So mental maths and all I've been accustomed to for my entire life. And when I saw the CLAT maths, I was like, this is so easy. I will absolutely burst it. And so I was like, I'll do maths. Maths is my strength. And legal also I liked. But at first I did not like AR or English. I did not like reading much earlier. So that was not my forte. And GK was a phobia for a long, long time. But it was like, I came here, I attended the classes. I thought that was the least I could do if I was not studying at home. So I just attended all the classes. I gave all my mocks seriously. No cheating. No cheating. It does not help. I gave all
Very true.
I gave all my mocks. I did not know what analysis was till my first 5 mocks. But then one day, randomly, I clicked on a link on the group, and I saw ma'am taking an RC analysis of CLAT mock 5, I think. I was like, oh, ye bhi hota hai. So I tried to first attend all the analysis, but like till the first 10 marks, I was like, ho jayega yaar. Everyone around me was not serious. But after the pattern changed, and I got into the club, that's where I realized what exactly was going on in the world. And I thought, I have to really, really work hard. So that was like my turning point. I started to take it more seriously from there, and started analyzing all my mocks regularly, started practicing more, started studying GK for once. So like, maths was absolutely favorite. Practice maths throughout. Came to know about what AR is. I thought it was LR and AR. LR and AR was the same thing. While preparing for A-Lit, so I got to know what AR is, and I found that also absolutely amazing. But not LR. Strength and weak and main point. I did not know what main point was like till July. I was like, I know, I'll solve it, and I know this thing is what the author is trying to say, but I don't know what it's called main point or the main conclusion. So basically, after the first club, I started to work harder and harder. After the second club, I started to work even more harder, and GK, I was a bit disappointed from the paper. I had studied a lot for that.
Every one of you had worked hard in GK. So Shreyas was our 2-year program student, and as he mentioned that, you know, things started gathering after the second year, after the first year of his preparation. Mocks happened, analysis happened. We form a club batch, so he was a part of the club batch. The second phase of the club batch, things started looking good for him in terms of seriousness and GK. Of course, many of the good candidates are not very happy with the GK section of the paper because they have worked really, really hard. But overall, for example, from what you are saying, you know, let's say GK was something that you started on a weak footing, but you improved. English, critical reasoning, you were not very fond of reading initially. So for all the 2025 aspirants, how can they inculcate interest in that? For example, did regularity in classes help you a lot? The material you studied, allocating hours at home. So what can keep them going and get them motivated in the sections?
I started to develop my reading habit through the newspaper. I actually used to read just the sports section. My mother used to tell me, paper पढ़ो, but मन नहीं करता था. तो मैं बस sports section देख के बोल देता था मैंने पढ़ लिया paper. तो but afterwards, after a while, I studied in the political news. I did not understand what was going on. Everything and anything happens every day, and any new thing happens every day. So then I turned to the economy section, and again.
You remembered your accounts class.
I remembered the accounts class and I was blank. But then I found the world part and the explained part, and I was like, oh, interesting. So to the 2025 aspirants, just find something you like, start reading from there, develop from there, get some great friends. I had some great friends while preparing, and they helped me a lot, and I hope they get all the success in the world because they have done the hard work, and I know they can work hard anywhere they go. Just find great friends who help you, and you can help them too, because you know sometimes it's not a one-man job. You need your mentors like ma'am, and you need to develop an environment around you which is willing to work as hard as you. And first thing, you have to start developing the habit. You have to want it. You have to get into the habit of wanting it, and then only you will be able to actually get it.
And you have to show up, isn't it? This is like showing up for yourself, and you have to turn up for classes. You have to show up, because I think the primary motivation will be, as you said, from your peers in the classroom. You all were a great club batch also. All of them are going to go to good colleges, and in your group itself, you know, many children will be going to good colleges, and we will talk to them by and by. So what about GK? It has always been the saddest show, let's say, for the paper. So still, I mean, reading, working hard, do you think it actually helped? Fine, you were expecting something tougher, but at least, you know, you guys have made it where many have not. So what kind of routine would you suggest? Let's say even if you started in July, so how the months of rigor and the routine?
That's so crazy. I actually started studying GK rigorously from July itself. Firstly, if you think you'll read the newspaper and you'll get to know the GK, that's a lie. I'm sorry. But one thing is for sure, if you read the newspaper every day, you will get used to those topics, and it will build up your confidence. Mostly, GK is more about confidence than you think. I mean, I went to the paper, I had one more. I still earned that, I still won that one mark. I could have marked that one. General Dyer, I knew the answer, but I was not confident. I could have marked it. I may have been even more higher. But GK is more about confidence than you think. Of course, you cannot just mark everything. Yeah, I know everything A. I know everything B. But when you read the newspaper, you develop confidence. Ki, I am doing something at least from my side. And then for GK, the GK faculty helped me a lot. A lot. I mean, Priyanka ma'am, Shrikant, so they helped me a lot. And in classes, Shrikant, in my offline classes, I had mostly Shrikant sir and Priyanka ma'am through the club and online classes. And those 9 to 10 classes were great for my revision.
Yes, so those 9 to 10 classes are still available on our YouTube channel, and we will come back with 2025, and maybe Shreyas can also talk to you when he is in college.
Maybe.
So, yes, so we are all ready to work hard for you children at CLAT Possible, but you have to turn up for those classes. You have to be at it yourself and make that routine. So, the other thing was that, we used to do club classes throughout the day, morning till evening. Did that also add to your discipline?
Very much, ma'am. Those days I would have spent doing anything. I did not have a habit of studying in the afternoon earlier. I used to be I was a morning person throughout. I used to get up at 4 and maybe study till 6, then go to school and all. But through the classes, I got into the habit of studying in the afternoon. Then I started not going to school. Sorry, ma'am. And then I practiced during that time, and during
your
the
paper
classes,
is also,
yes,
and CLAT happens also in the afternoon.
I used to sleep in the afternoon actually, so I had to get rid of that habit first. So like attending the classes, it's not like you're attending the classes, just attending. Just attending won't do. You have to be there physically and mentally.
And solve all the sheets, because there are so many sheets. So many people attend classes, but those who sit and actually utilize that time solving is, I think, what makes most of the difference. And now that you are going to a college, it is very motivating that you are going to college in December. Already you are in college and you still have your boards left. So do you think this extreme sense of motivation is going to help you with your boards?
Even if it does not, I have to work for the boards. I mean, I don't really have a choice with that, but I will try my level best to do.
But our history tells us that all of our students who get good ranks in this paper, they are so confident they're going to college that with the excitement, they even do so well in the boards.
Yes, ma'am, I hope so, for me to touch wood. And I'll try my level best to replicate in the boards essentially. I mean, I have troubled my teachers a lot, so I guess that's
now
my way
we will lend you back to your school.
Yes, ma'am, I will try.
We will only steal Shreyas away for our judgment day, and those dates we'll announce very soon, because we expect the A-Lit results also to come out around 14th and 15th. So after that, we will steal all the students for one more day from school, and then we will lend them back to school. But before I let Shreyas go, I want to find out one last thing. Maths was your easy subject, but still there are many kids who struggle a lot in maths. So last few words for maths.
I mean, when I gave the paper and I got out of the paper, I heard people saying, "मैंने तो maths छुआ ही नहीं." Like,
which is really wrong, because the rank builder.
It was 12 marks. 12 marks is make or break. And I think maths will get more, if it does not get removed, obviously, it will get more and more crucial throughout. And it's simple maths. It's class 10th level. If you have maths till class 10th, I think you can do it. It's more of a mental blockade than actual you're not dumb. It's like you don't want to do maths. It's like you have a phobia of maths. That's why you're doing CLAT. It's not that. This maths is very simple, and it's all just practice and pattern recognition, in my opinion.
And so bottom of the thing is that maths is very, very important. Those 12 marks mean a lot, and if it ends up becoming your strength areas, it will help you get those good ranks that we are talking about. And you have to position maths in your scheme of things right from the beginning, so that you do maths every day, get rid of that phobia and get your marks there.
One more thing, maths can be as a cushion when you fall from any of a section.
Yeah.
If like this year, LR was bit iffy. So, but maths was really easy, so that helped me push my score up because in LR I had my maximum mistakes. So maths actually pushed my score up where I had lost in LR, and it boosted way more than you might imagine actually. Maths is really, really important. I think it goes unnoticed, it does not get the attention or the practice it deserves.
Yes, because coming from one who has got on the other side of 101 marks, I think everyone will understand the importance of maths. So LR was iffy, but LR became another important section. Yes, there were few areas of grey areas in the LR section, but still to make up for the mark, the non-grey areas have to be performed well. So critical reasoning, how important is doing classes, solving, practicing?
I mean, you might not understand what's going on, but you will not know what is strengthened. But if you practice regularly, and if you see the question strengthen and you see the options, I think when you practice, you'll start to see the little things like Tare Zameen Pe letters go up and down like that only. You'll see the options getting eliminated, and you'll see the correct option when you start practicing. And it's a thing like you can get the rules, but you cannot get the thing you would have if you had practiced the same. Similarly for maths, people left class like maths class अब क्या करेंगे maths में?
Yes.
Maths class में क्या ही होगा? तो practice ही होगी. I mean, practice is really, really
So
important.
maths and critical reasoning are practice-based sections. People find that boring, but that's the part. That is where you have to get over that initial thing about boredom and work for yourself. In fact, I tell students that if you are getting bored, that means good, you are doing something. So staying that back for class, utilizing that time, solving sheets, I think that's the message from Shreyas, our city topper at Lucknow. Thank you so much, Shreyas. Now it's parting all the way. Of course, there is a small bump. You have to do your boards properly. But before that is going to be CP Judgment Day. Thank you so much, Shreyas. Have a great evening ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me.